Sinatra, flying mama to the moon.
Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Kansas City Chiefs. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10.
So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
At the 35-yard line.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
The ball carried by number 26.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 15 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. From the gun, Urban. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Urban, they'll find Hines out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3. Now they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he will find his man on the outside.
To number 48.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
37-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
Cardinals 3.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Swift. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. So that is twice on the opening drive that they've gone for it on 4th down, and they've converted both.
I don't know if they're using analytics, which might tell them, hey, the more times you go for it on 4th down, the better your odds, the better your chances of succeeding. But let's face it, most teams are not going to go for it twice on 4th down in the 1st quarter of the game. I mean, we might not see it 2 more times all season.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Cardinals 3, Chiefs nothing.
They'll run with Swift. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. One more time with Swift. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 4th and goal.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The running play does not work from the 5 on 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a...
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now it's Swift. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They run out of the gun with Swift. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Wilson now from the gun on third down, being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
At the 41-yard line.
Now it's Dillon, and this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing again. Wilson completes it to Hardman. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see it. Defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Jamal Agnew now to return it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Operating from the gun, Urban. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Here's Wilson to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
The Chiefs.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they're running out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
So out now come the Cardinals. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive is going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Conversion.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries, still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Depth.
There he goes, right side. Jamal Agnew.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
To throw again. Urban. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On third down, Urban. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's fourth down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Fourth down.
Sanders' kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So let's glance at a player spotlight now with Russell Wilson. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
For a Kansas City Chiefs.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
42-yard line.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. From the shotgun, Wilson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 8 on the play, and the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs.
At the 41-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On first down, Swift. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Here's Mecole Hardman. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They were losers last time out to the 49ers, but right now they're on the right side of the scoreboard as they start out 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Once again, it's Swift.
27-yard line.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
For a Kansas City Chiefs.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Jeffrey Simmons on the stop.
On 2nd and 9. Wilson. That's taken in by Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Taron Johnson brought him down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. This pass complete to Higgins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. Here's Wilson. Open man is Higgins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Able to find Higgins. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That 2nd down play nets a -4. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas. Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get? Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
10-10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Ward, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
1st down.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Urban. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run it with Ward. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Urban. Flushed out right. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Chiefs' 2-yard line.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. J.J. Watt in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, Urban. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
On 4th down, Urban. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Arizona.
From 8 yards out. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
I wonder
if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better? Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
To throw is Wilson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Now they go screen. It's complete. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon. This
pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
That's into the hands of Prochet. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That's a gain of 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, right around the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd. Long
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Wilson wants to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, Give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
On third down, here comes Swift. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On first down, Urban. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Urban. This ball complete to Rager. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 15. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. They find some open field here. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Running is Swift. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
A 2-yard pickup.
They'll run here with Swift. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Rolling to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. K.J. Hamler. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on in this football game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for